Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last game, we began our journey, and we took on the first shrine of Omanau. And in today's episode, we're going to take on another one of the shrines here at the Great Plateau. So first, just as the old man mentioned, he recommended coming to the top of the tower to see any other shrines. And so you can see there's one shrine over there, another over there, and another right there. Those are the four, basically, tutorial shrines of the game. And today we're going to go to the one that I'm facing right now. But first, let's talk to the old man. I'm surprised it took you so long to catch up with an old man like me. Did you fly here? Oh, so you think an old man like me needs to fly to stay ahead of you? I still have a few tricks left in me. Now then. I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Look through it and you can stick a pin anywhere you like to mark it on the map. The pins on your map serve as reference points for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. How do you know? Just a few tricks I picked up after many, many years in the wild. Breath of the Wild. You may take my advice or leave it. Go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so. So let's do just that. And pin. There we go. Alright, so just because I don't want to embarrassingly fall off this place again, I'm actually going to teleport to the Oman Shrine first, and then walk from there. And it won't be too far of a walk anyway. Alright, but anyway though, I guess how's your guys' day doing? Just your guys' day going? Jeez, I can't talk. Oh, but before we go any further, I do want to apologize for the low in-game audio in the last episode. My recording software turned it down without me noticing, just because I'm so used to it being on pretty much max. So I have set it. I have set it up. I think these are stall goblins. I'm actually not too sure. Oops. I'm still getting used to the controls, so bear with me. And one great thing is you could take the bokoblin arms, or bokoblos, I'm gonna just keep on calling them. But anyway, so I have corrected the audio, so hopefully things should be all hunky-dory now. But anyway, let's just keep on streaming. Let me see. What really happened in my day? Whoa! I completely forgot that. I did not even remember that. So, yeah, apparently you drown if you run out of stamina. Which is a nasty surprise for me, I guess. But, okay, back to how my day's been. So, I have been studying, math for physics test that I'm going to be taking tomorrow. Right now we're basically looking at electricity. And so I'm doing, series and parallel circuits and all that sort of stuff. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, I'm not too big a fan of physics in the first place. So, I guess it's partially lost on me. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do when you're a, science major. So, c'est la vie, I suppose. I'm gonna collect all this. And, I guess speaking of c'est la vie, it actually does make sense. So I'm actually a really big fan of Les Miserables. Particularly the, what was it, 2012? Movie. The one that has, Russell Crowe as Javert and, Hugh Jackman as Jean Valjean. I actually really like that movie. It's actually now that I think about it, it's probably literally the only movie that has ever made me cry. Because I'm pretty much not a crier. Like, I very rarely would cry about anything. So, it's just kind of interesting that it was able to do that to me. But like I said, I love that movie so much. And, Javert is easily my favorite character. Well, looks like that started. So, yeah, so, if you guys even saw, like, the original trailer for Breath of the Wild, back when it was announced so long ago when the Wii U was still the current Nintendo console, you would know those are the Guardians. Their story significance we'll go over a bit more later, but, yeah, we really don't want to tangle with them at the moment. Anyway, let's just come up here to get to Baij Shrine. There we go. Never hurts to have more equipment in your arsenal. Yeah. Hey, get over here. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can't carry any more melee. Okay, that's fine. I'll take the Fang and the Fang. But, yeah, so Javert is easily my favorite of the characters, and, oh gosh, I think my favorite Les Mis song is, Stars, which, oh man, Russell Crowe gives such a beautiful rendition of that song, in my opinion. I just love it so much. But, another interesting thing that's happened today is, so, at the school that I'm at, I am very much okay, not to sound arrogant, but I'm very much a forefront person in terms of disability advocacy, because I'm both physically and mentally disabled. I have, like, 3 disabilities. And, hold on. To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Baij. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. Bomb trial. I can already tell this one's gonna be fun. But yeah, so basically I'm pretty, I guess, at the forefront of disability advocacy at the moment. And one thing I was doing was I met with a architecture student today because I want to basically give the students with disabilities a resource center in a way. I guess for those of you who don't really know what that is, I mean, even though the name's kind of self-explanatory, but still, basically, a disability resource center will just be like a place where students with disabilities and allies can, you know, hang out or just find a more comforting place for them. And let's see, yeah, there we go. And to use a bomb, there we go. No, how do you use a bomb? I completely forgot how you use a bomb. No. Wow, how do I forget how to use? No, how do you use a bomb? Hold on. Let's see. Use Sheikah Slate. Oh. No. Change room. Focus. Use room. L. There we go. Oh my gosh. That's how you can tell it's been so long since I've played this game. There we go. And every time you use a bomb, there's a cooldown, so you can't just spam those to Kingdom Come, basically. And here's our chest of the day. And so I was meeting with an architecture student so I could see about... How do you drop something? Oh, hold on. Nope. Ooh. Select. Oh, there we go. Anyway. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's carry it along with us. I basically get a disability resource center, but it's so hard because, it's so hard to really find a good way to have a disability resource center just because of So, like, the school I go to, it's a really old school, and it really wasn't built with disability in mind, to put it quite plainly. You know, I completely forgot that actually could hurt you. So, yeah, first game over of the game. But, so it's hard, because the university I go to, it's really old. It's been around since, like, the 1800s, I want to say. And so, yeah, so the university really wasn't built with disabilities in mind. So there's a lot of inaccessible buildings here at campus. And that makes it really hard to find a good location. But we've talked about a couple of locations that seem like could be really good. And so I'm eventually gonna be talking to some of the more important people at my school, and hopefully we can, you know, figure out something, because, like I said, I'm a senior, so I really want to leave a major impact on my school. And another thing I'm doing is, I also work, and I work for basically my school's dining corporation, I guess I would call it. And so I have a unique position that I basically created. And so for my position is I have to basically come up with initiatives to implement at the university. And I like my title's name is I'm basically the Student Initiative Coordinator, which abbreviated as SIC, which means, you know, I'm sick and all that. Haha. But yeah. And so, my current initiative is making the dining halls more accessible to students with disabilities. Let's see, what's in here? Amber. Oh, okay. It's making the dining halls more accessible to students with disabilities. And so, I basically met with a bunch of students with disabilities and also looked through the dining halls myself to see what we could do to improve things. And you know, it's something that, like, a lot of people probably don't notice, but there are so many problems with dining halls. Like, what's one good example? Sometimes drink stations, for example, are too far back, for example. So how it can end up happening is that a drink station is too far back or too high up, so particularly people who are shorter or in a wheelchair, they literally can't reach, or they struggle to reach the drink. So it's like, what kind of dining hall are you running where where some of your students can't even get a drink of water? Like, that just seems so backwards in my opinion, but oh well. Anyway, here we are. Oh, and another thing I want to mention. Hold on. This sound effect right here. Yeah, right there, that. Your resourcefulness is overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you the spirit order. But yeah, that sound effect right there, like, that sounds exactly like one sound effect that's in Twilight Princess. Like, I forget where though, but yeah, it sounds so familiar. But we got our second spirit orb. May the goddess smile upon you. You know, even though I was nervous the first episode doing this, I know it's only like one episode in, but I already feel a bit better about trying to do this playthrough already. Just because, like, I guess it's kind of nice talking about my day, and I mean, someday when people watch these videos, hopefully, then, you know, it'd be kind of nice to hear other people's feedback, you know, how their day was, and if they could relate in any way to stuff I talked about, because it'd be kind of cool to, you know, talk to other people who identify with having disabilities, or even people, for example, I am also hard of hearing, and I know in the deaf or hard of hearing community, there's kind of, I guess, a fracture in a way, where some people consider it a disability, others don't. Personally, I do, and I know other people who do, and I know other people who don't, so it's just kind of interesting. But, yeah, pretty much teasing you guys with this EX chest, but even I don't know what's in here. But let's see. Nintendo Switch shirt. Wow. A shirt with Nintendo Switch logo on it. It's a rather rare find, so wear with pride. Okay, hold on. You know I had to put this on then. Yeah, buy Nintendo Switch, everyone. Okay. Huh. So weird. It makes me almost afraid I'm gonna get, like, flagged for, like, this or something. But there's, like, you see there's a little circle for the trademark symbol where it be. But okay, yeah. That was the Baij shrine. Oh, by the way, you know a shrine is complete also because you see the little treasure chest mark next to the shrine name. So yeah, so that was the Baij shrine, and then the next episode we're gonna go to. Actually, yeah, we'll probably just go to that shrine next, the one that's over there, and we're gonna kind of go along that way because I think there's some equipment that we're gonna need to get along the way. But yeah, see you guys then.